So today I wanted to talk to you about how you can begin to change your emotional state so that you can really begin to get what you want and be more successful. And it's the one thing that we should be doing all the time. It's something that we should allow this to be a priority in our life. It's something that we should continuously do. And by the way, self-development, my audios, my videos, podcasts, other people's books, whatever it is, your therapist, your practitioner, you as a person, it's not a one-time thing. You see, real success is carried out by continuous action and application in knowledge and information. If you're not applying the things that I say, then it's going to be absolutely useless. It's not a one-time thing. It should be a way of life, ultimately. It should be something that we should always be doing if you want to have more success and happiness. Now, it can take time when it comes to the conscious work, but after a period of time, they say 21 days, but it does vary. I really do believe on the severity or the importance and how maybe locked down we've been in the past. But with continuous action and application, you will get to mastery level. You'll get that total control over your life to be who you want to be. And I want you to be authentically you in the most amazing way, where you feel love, gratitude, happiness, contentment, fulfillment, and absolute success in all the things that you do in every way. But that comes with taking action on a continuous level. So this thing I'm about to say should be a way of life. It should be a habit of yours that you, in 21 days, in 30 days, in 60 days, you should be doing this on autopilot. And you will do it on autopilot if you do it for a prolonged amount of time. Ultimately, you're doing it consciously for a period of time, and then you're almost telling your unconscious mind, now it's your job to do it for me. And that's how the unconscious mind works. If you do something for that period amount of time, it becomes second nature, which is an unconscious habit. So we should be declaring to ourselves, so this is something that I'm going to always do if I want to get more success in my life. And that one thing to change your emotional state and to let go of scarcity, fear, doubts, and worries when it comes to achieving a goal or even letting go of a problem is ultimately gratitude. Now, gratitude is something that we should always be tapping into. Gratitude is something that if we experience throughout our day, will cause our mind to seek out similar things to that. So if you consider this, many people I work with, at the very first, they're in this scarcity, fear, doubt, and high adrenaline state of the lack of success, the lack of their achieving their goals, whether it be monetary, whether it be emotionally, psychologically, or even physically. They're in a place of lack of. So they haven't got their goal, and that's why they want to see me, and that's why they pay money to see me, because they want to be able to get to where they are, to where they want to be. And because they're not there, there's a big gap, and they feel that scarcity, they feel that doubt, they feel that worry. I mean, out of interest, have you ever thought, I'm unhelpable? Or it works for other people, but it won't work for me? It's a common thing that we always experience, and that thought cycle will actually continue to keep us stuck. And we have to change that. And one of the quickest ways, as I said, is gratitude. Because if that person has a lack of, then you're going to get fear, self-sabotage, scarcity, worry, limitations, negative thinking, depressed, anxiety, you name it. It's not going to make us feel very good. Now, because our goal is a leap away, we have to bridge the gap. And by bridging the gap, we have to focus on what we do have. So if we focus on what we presently have right now, we're changing our emotional state into something that is actually wanting more of that thing. So if it's gratitude and you're tapping into gratitude, your brain is wired up to figure out more things which will give you gratitude, which will actually make you feel fulfillment or happiness or contentment. Now, if you're like me, that should be your goal. Your goal should be getting you more fulfillment, should be getting you more gratitude. I know when I achieve something, I am so grateful for having achieved that, whether it be me to myself, whether it be to my unconscious mind, whether it be to the person who I am working with, whatever it is, I'm feeling gratitude for having achieved that goal. Now that gratitude will actually cause me to then go, I want more of this. And my unconscious mind would definitely be thinking, this feels good, so I'm going to find other things which match that frequency. Whether it be in your thoughts, your feelings, or your behaviors. It's going to find similar things. Your brain is wired up that way. They call it the reticular activating system. So that's why when you decide to buy a brand new car, you see that car everywhere. If you learn a new word, you see that word everywhere. And what happens is that word was always there, but it wasn't important to you enough anyway to recognize it in your reality. So if you can imagine, if we turn on gratitude now, before having achieved that goal, now you can have gratitude for the things that you have, or you may have gratitude for what you're about to receive. They both work, and if I were you, I would do absolutely both. Gratitude for what I have now, and gratitude for what I'm about to receive in my world. Receive from my unconscious mind, receive from the universe, if you're religious or God, whatever it may be for you personally, we need to be able to tap into that state of gratitude of what we have right now in this moment, as well as what we're about to receive. Now, the reason why I say the receiving of gratitude, so having the gratitude for what you're about to receive, what happens is that you're tuning in to your desire. You're almost saying to yourself, I'm thankful for this entering into my life. Now that presupposes it's absolutely going to happen. So it no longer is a goal, it's an outcome that is happening and coming your way. So that gratitude of what your goal is going to be and what it's going to get you, and having so much thanks that it's going to enter into your life, is telling your unconscious mind that this is going to happen and I'm going to do whatever it takes to get there. So the gratitude for the receiving of your goal and what all the amazing things are going to happen. I mean, what I say to myself, I want this goal, or I want this freedom from XYZ, or something better. That makes me really open. So I'm not just locked down into the one goal. I'm actually into a far more abundant way of thinking that says, I want this or something better. That means I don't self-sabotage. That means my unconscious mind will find exactly what I really need for the moment, because you might be thinking you want something. Okay, you might have this specific thing you absolutely want, and you go, that's exactly what I want. But I promise you that I believe that the world, your unconscious mind, even you consciously, will begin to get what you really need by doing it that way. By having gratitude for what is about to come, or with that, when it comes to your goal, I'm so grateful that I'm going to get this goal of mine or something even better than that. Now, even try that on. Try that on in your mind. It actually opens you up. It opens you up to far more, because you're no longer limited and you're no longer so focused on the one thing that you absolutely think you need. You could still get it, but you might even get something better. So we then have to also have that gratitude for now. Now, everyone has something to be grateful for in this moment. It might be having gratitude for even just listening to this, because this is free. This is something that you're tuning into, and if you're enjoying it, which I hope you are, you can have gratitude for thinking, I really like this. This is exactly what I want, and I'm going to apply it. That makes us feel more gratitude. You might have gratitude for the clothes that you've got on, and the clothes that you have in your life, or a roof over your head. You might have gratitude that you have a family or friends, or a voice in this world. You might have gratitude for a phone, whatever it is. Gratitude for waking up in the morning. And I know when I wake up in the morning, I cannot wait to get out of bed, and I'm just like so happy to get out there and do my thing. So that gratitude wires us up and allows us to focus on what we want even more so. It allows us to go, I want this or something else. And that first part of gratitude, of just the gratitude for what you have, changes your emotional state from the lack of, the scarcity, the worry and doubt, and positions you into a place where you can just enjoy what's about to happen. It allows you to go, okay, I haven't got my goal or outcome yet, but you know what? I can be happy for what I have. And if I can be happy for what I have, that means I'm tuning in to that feeling of gratitude, of thanks, and my unconscious mind, like I said, the reticular activating system, will figure out other things which will allow you to feel those type emotions. And now those emotions will be your goal. Because if you get your goal, you'll feel gratitude. Does that make sense? If you have gratitude for the now, you feel great. Your brain thinks, well, what else will give me more gratitude? What else will allow me to feel this great feeling? Well, the goal will. So it's going to figure out a way to get you to that goal, which takes care of scarcity, takes care of self-sabotage to a certain degree, and it allows you to feel more abundant in your life. Those who are successful, yeah, they might be fueled by a bit of fear, because sometimes it's like that bit of scarcity is a little bit healthy for us because we go, okay, I've got to do something. Okay, so that partly is true. But those who are really successful are people who know that where they are right now might not be great, but there are good things in this situation, and they're going to utilize what they have to get to where they need to be. So that gratitude is going to change your state. Now, if you do that in repetition, every day when you wake up and you feel gratitude for what you have in your life and for what's about to come, when it comes to your goal or something better, it will make you feel more driven, more motivated, more capable in achieving what you want in life. Now, another couple of things I wasn't going to say, but I think is just kind of popped into my mind of how we can add to this, is asking the right questions. So rather going, why am I so poor? Why am I always stuck? Why am I not good enough? Why am I always having another bad relationship? Why don't I have that job? That all those whys give you reasons as to why you are like you are, why your situation is, why are all men bad? Because then you'll highlight in your unconscious mind will highlight all the bad men in the past. Why am I so poor? Your unconscious mind will look for all the reasons as to why you are poor. Why am I depressed? Once again, it will look for all the reasons as to why, and it will keep you stuck. So the gratitude will change that. But the other thing we can do is this, and it's very simple, but yet very profound. We go like this. Why am I so grateful? Okay, what does that do? It asks our unconscious minds to look for all the things in our life, past and present, as to why we're grateful. And if you've got a goal, you could be, why am I so abundant in life? What happens there? You look for things in your reality which makes you feel abundant. Why am I so confident? Your brain will look for things as to why you are confident in some areas of your life. It might not be in the part of life that you really want right now, but it will look for similar things to what you want and bridge that gap. A lot of success in life is about bridging the gap between where you are to where you want to be. And we have to add value to our unconscious mind by experiencing that gratitude. That is what we have to do. If you want to be able to make changes in your life, if you want to be more happy, even if you're going through stress, and sometimes you might feel like giving up, well, let that be your signal, your opportunity to go, actually, I'm going to focus on what I want. I'm going to focus on having the gratitude for what is heading my way. I'm going to have the gratitude for what I have right now. Despite all the stress, anchor yourself into a place where you can be grateful. Put on that funny movie. Put on that. One thing I love doing is, especially when I'm running, sometimes if I am a little bit stressed, I think I'm going to go for a run. changes your emotional state, produces more endorphins, and gets your body moving, gets me thinking. And then I couple it up with some powerful music. I listen to inspirational quotes and things and all things on YouTube, and it fires me up and it changes my emotional state to hustle and to get to where I want to be. So that is a great way of changing yourself, your emotional state in the days that you do feel like giving up or you do have the stress, whatever it is. It's your job, your signal to do that. The good news is, if you do that for a prolonged amount of time, say 21 days, could be even 5 days, but always at least 21 beyond, I always go for every day anyway, your unconscious mind will take this on your behalf. It's all like you're handing over the reins. It's like when you learn to walk, you are consciously doing it for a while, and then your unconscious mind almost go, oh, I can see what the conscious mind's doing here. It's putting left leg, right leg on all the little micro muscles, all those things, and going, okay, I've got this now. I'm going to take over the whole walking behavior. Same thing for driving. All the things you do on autopilot is unconscious driven, but it's only unconsciously driven because you've been practicing it consciously for a period of time. So if you practice the gratitude for a period of time, it will make it easier in times of stress, in times of giving up. It will just automatically click in. That's what we have to do. We have to have gratitude for what we have and for what is about to happen in our life. And ask yourself, rather, why am I like this? Ask yourself, why am I so abundant? Why am I so happy? And your unconscious mind will seek out those similar things. That is what we have to do, guys. So I hope that's been of value to you. I've got to go out in a second to take Sebastian out for a walk. But one thing I will say, January the 1st is going to be a big day for us all. Well, not for everyone. It's only going to be for certain types of people. And I think you know the types. It's the person who's going to be wanting to do whatever it takes to get their outcome. It's not the person who, as I said, looks for reasons or excuses as to why they are like they are. It's not going to be the person who doesn't see value in themselves when it comes to wanting to make a difference and change in their life. It's going to be for the person like us who wants to pay attention, absorb and apply profound amount of information in the most easiest, most profound way I have ever come up with. It's going to be absolutely epic, and it's going to be happening the 1st of January. New year, new you. We're going to be a team. We're going to work together. We're going to get to where we want to be in lightning speed with total accountability and brilliance. And I've been working on all day. I'll turn over the camera right now to my computer screen, which is right here. But I don't want to give anything away just yet because it's still in the process. It's still being put together. The finishing touches. I've practiced it already on a small group. Now it's time to unleash it onto the world. And that's going to be happening on the 1st of January. So if you want more information about this as and when it comes out, go ahead to josephclough.info and you can just sign up to my newsletter there, or stay tuned for these or on my podcast to be able to be notified as and when. As I said, it's not going to be for everyone. It's going to be a limitation because there's only so much personal time I can give you as a person to make that change, where you can speak to me, where you can do all those, ask me questions, and I'll give you on the phone. This is, by the way, speaking to me in person. This is where we're heading right now. I've got the system almost in place. I'm so excited. This is what I'm going to focus all my attention to. This group of people. Ultimately, I'm going to keep doing these, but obviously I can't speak to everyone. I can't answer all your questions on here. It's very hard to speak and listen to all the comments. So I want to be able to speak to you guys in person. So 1st of January, new year, new us, working as a team. That is my plan for a limited amount of people, so I can really help you guys to where you want to be in your health, your relationships, your career, your finances, your self-esteem, your well-being. That's the word I wanted. Everything is going to be geared up to total transformation, rock solid confidence in any desire that you want. That is where I'm heading. That is what I'm going to be putting all my time into. Not all my time, as I said, I'm going to keep doing these, but most of my time I'm going to get a team of people to help me with this as well. And it's going to be some really 2 super cool people. who are very experienced at helping people to get more. So it's not just going to be me helping, it's going to get my most trusted people to support you in every way. So that's going to be happening 1st of January. But I'm trying to not give us too much information, but I'm so excited about it. But that's as much as I can give right now. There's what's going to be happening. It's going to really help in every way. So I hope you enjoyed that. Remember, have gratitude for what you have right now, the things that you have, and for what is about to happen into your life when it comes to your goal and your outcome. Radiate your gratitude into the world. Your brain will figure out and look for other things like that of similar energy and feeling to attract that back into your life. That is how we work. That's where we're going to be heading. So I hope you've enjoyed this right now. I'm going to keep putting these out on the Periscope and also the Facebook over here. And be sure to look onto the podcast. Can you believe we're getting 200,000 downloads every single month? That blows my mind. And I'm going to try to get up to 500,000 every month very, very soon. So that is my plan. So keep sharing, keep shining your light, and be the best you can possibly be, because you're worth it, you're good enough, you're capable, and you can do whatever you put your mind to. You just got to hustle and take the action behind it. So I look forward to speaking to you again. Hopefully tomorrow, if not Thursday, but I'm going to try and get on tomorrow and Thursday. So I look forward to speaking to you very soon.